Welcome back. Welcome back. We here. We are here. Nothing but answers back at you guys. It was a great rainy week, right? A lot of rain, but it's still hot. Good. Um, how's everybody doing out there? Facebook will be joining us in about 10 minutes. They'll pop on. So we're just here in YouTube world right now. Anybody out there, check in. Let us know where you're checking in at. Very interesting week. Very interesting week. A lot going on this week. Outside of the bad weather. We're getting a phone call. Let's check this out. Yes. With you? Okay. All right. Later. Okay. That call was not for us. Yeah, that wasn't for us. But anyway, like on this week. Um, so let's talk about week was good. Week was very good. A lot of flash floods. When I mean flash floods, I mean we had floods that came up with flash. And I'm saying with floods, you want to make sure that you do not ride through the flood. I seen a couple cars that was just they tried to go through it and they got stuck. Train just full of water, car done now. So now you are carless because you were rushing, and now you're walking. Uh, Other than that, the weather's still warm. I've been fishing in this week, which is crazy. I don't know, terrible. We need to fish. Other than that, my week was pretty good. Try to stay dry. Could not ride my motorcycle this week, so. But in the news, there's a lot going on in the news, and we'll get to it in about 5 minutes. We'll get to some of the things that we want to get into. Questions I also want to ask you guys and gals. Look who it is. 8:07, late, ridiculous. It's Linnea, aka Lovely. What are you doing? Can you hear it? No, can't hear it. Can't hear you though.
Oh, my mic was on mute.
There we go. Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm well. I'm here. I am alive. I'm also hungry, so I will be eating my dinner from time to time.
You had all night to eat your dinner. Nobody's dinner at 8 o'clock. Tell me why you didn't dinner at 8 o'clock.
Busy. I got things to do. This is not my only job.
Nah, I think this ain't how we do things. Well, that's crazy. So you're gonna be on in the shed, man, hours to eat.
What?
This is what we have to deal with, guys. You know, she had all day to eat. She said, "You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start eating now. This is crazy. I don't understand. These are things we got to put up with." But I get look, you being here, you being alive, is shoot. A lot of people are not. You know what I mean? A lot of people are not here, not alive. So I think here show up and even
Your
entertain some
audio is
conversation
choppy to let you
on
know.
this nice Friday. Super humid. Like, oh, it is? Now, near you, I went.
Huh?
Yeah,
Your
so I'm
audio
wondering if
is
it's
choppy.
near you because I see your
It's
screen.
you.
Well, because of you, okay, but your screen is freezing, so that's what I'm wondering. That's my question. I see you, you know, you see you're freezing out and you're going. Let me hop over on the YouTube real fast. Just to get a quick check. To, check this this audio. Ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Okay, so I'm listening. Get this topic. Hey, everybody out there, get right into the topic. Yeah, I don't sound choppy. I don't hear it being choppy on my end. If it is, please let me know. But I don't see or notice the choppiness. Hear it being choppy on my end. If it is, please see or notice the choppiness. So yeah, I just did a quick mic check. I didn't really notice it being choppy. If it is, please let me know. You can say something in the comments. Say, hey, your mic is choppy. Yeah, everything looks pretty good on my end. So Leanna should be back in a second or two. Like I said, thanks for everybody joining. Some people joining the YouTube group. Facebook will be coming on in about 3 minutes. Just if you can, just type in if the clarity is well, and if if there's any choppiness going on in the conversation. So um, again, it's a tough week. Leanna will be back in a minute. She was having some trouble, but we wanted to talk about friends. What's a friend? How do we define friends? There's still a little choppy. No, that's your computer again.
Okay. I was on Facebook looking back at this and
You did it again. Someone can hear you. I went on YouTube. I went on YouTube listening, and it didn't sound choppy. So, but what I had to do was stop, pause the phone, and listen. It didn't sound right, but it could be. So I don't know. But we got to deal with it at this point. You know what I mean? Okay, Leanne's going again. But we're talking about what is a friend. We see a lot of things going on now with friends, and I guess, and I don't want to really get into it until we have about a minute. We'll get into it. But how do we define friends? Anybody out there, you always can write in, but how do we define friends? Is it a certain period of time that would denote someone being your friend? Is it yeah. How do we define friends, man? Is it time that you've known a person? Is it maybe sharing in some things, going through some things? That, helps you to be a friend. How do we define a friend? 'Cause I know we use this word very loosely, I believe. How would you define friends?
That's a good question.
Real fast, say welcome to Facebook. Facebook. Wait, you said you were on Facebook looking or YouTube?
Who, me?
Yes.
I was on YouTube
Okay.
because Facebook wasn't up.
Right. It should have just popped up now. It's on there now. Right. Right. So, but yeah. So how do you define friends, man? What do you think?
I would say it's about how close you are to that person, how open and honest and things that you've shared with this person. Like they're a friend because y'all been through some things. They've been there for you. You've been there for them. You going through paces with this person.
What do you mean paces?
Like you've gone through things with one another's. Major events has happened in your life, things that are important to you. You hold similar interests. You're able to enjoy one another's company, and have disagreements without things just falling absolutely apart. That's my definition of a friend.
Gotcha.
So, in saying it out loud, I think we need to renegotiate some things because
Right.
you slacking.
Okay. It's very interesting because I think some of the things you said are important to someone, being your friend. But I think it's a reciprocalness as well. And some people can be naturally helpful, right? They can be just naturally helpful, so they can be there for you because that's who they are. Doesn't necessarily mean they're a friend. But I do like the if you guys been through some things and you have each other's back, and you can call that person at any time and say, "Hey, I need help," and that person will show up. And why I bring this up because this interesting. Oh, and before we get into it, does race, or religion, or your background, does that play a part in friendships and the bonding of it? Do you think that any of those things hold some type of either connectivity that can happen or something that makes the connectivity not fully happen? You can't be a full friend because we're different races or different genders or different backgrounds or different religions.
No, I don't think that's true.
Okay.
I think you can still be a genuine friend 10 toes down with a person. Now I will say there will be some disconnect. The other person won't fully understand certain things that you go through or about you. But that's with any relationship, and regardless of race and religion and those things, that people are going to not fully get you. And that's okay.
Could that be? Could it be a possible problem? Meaning, if you don't, like you said, if you don't know, we're in a car and we're driving, and we get pulled over, and it says a white and black. This is go with the easiest one we can. White. And you say, the white man said to the black man, "What did you do?" So I didn't do anything. Well, you must have did something because the cop wouldn't stop you without you doing anything. I think for me that would be problematic, and it could weigh on my friendship.
Yeah, but that will weigh on your friendship regardless of their race.
No. Well, if like I said, similar background. So if I don't know if a person of color would share that, and if they were their way of growing up was so out of the way, I feel like we do share some things because of our experience of being a certain color, right, or a certain race, or a certain religion.
But not all of us see things the same way.
But we're gonna go for, so with the majority of people, black people see a cop pulling them over for no reason just because driving while black. With the majority of people understand that that's a possibility.
Huh?
With a majority of black people understand driving while black.
I would say so.
Right. So that's what we're talking about. We always have that person. Like even there was, when I went to school, some of the black kids that I'm in school with, they share whole different ideologies. So they didn't share some of the same things I experienced. So I understand there's people out there, right? But for the most part, I feel that we would have a shared experience that we could kind of relate to. And through tribalism, we kind of understand certain things because it's happening so much that it's a reality for us, that just like the other way around, some unique experiences that maybe we can't, and even personally, some unique experiences that we share that may happen to us and may not allow us to be with someone else. Or like that would bother me that you understand. I guess it depends on how you try to understand when I'm trying to tell you what I feel is happening.
Well, I would say if they're a friend and you express how you feel about the situation and what they said, that they would understand and then act accordingly.
Well, that's true because you're a friend. You don't ever understand act accordingly anyway. So just to bump that in real time. So I don't know. So let's get to it. The young man who was found. He found. I guess I'm not sure if he was found dead. He was with
Mm-hmm.
his friends, three white gentlemen. They all went to a party together. All the white gentlemen left, and he how he came to be alone is speculation at that rate. Everybody has their stories, different things, but I believe I was always taught you come together and leave together. That's just me, right? You
Mm-hmm.
come together. Now I don't know if that's a cultural thing. I don't know if that's a thing that everybody does. So I can't speak to because I didn't grow up in a household that was white. So I don't know, or Indian. So I don't know how uh, they function that way. How they friend, right? Because for me, like I said, if I know we're friends, we leave together. We're not leaving one person. How about you?
Yeah, I grew up the same way. If we came together, we leave. We leave. We, you know what I'm saying.
Right,
Uh,
right,
I remember getting in trouble one time because we separated and getting home. So,
absolutely.
um, I understand that, but again, I just think there was more to that situation.
Absolutely, absolutely. But
Um, and I don't know how close of friends they were, or whatever the case may be, because people call people friends and they haven't gone through the paces that it takes to
mhm,
really know that this person is gang.
right. From my understanding, they did know each other for a while. Some of them went to school together. They played football together. So, and this wasn't the first time they went to this island together. This was a thing they did. Okay, 4th of July, everybody would go out there. This was the thing. So it wasn't like his first time. He's been around their family, so he knows them. Um,
But do you ever really know somebody?
well, see, and that's what I'm really, really getting to. And you're young, right? 18.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a whole bunch of other things going on there. And again, that's what I said. I don't know how certain people friend, right? I know if my man is hollering at a joint, we mad because we standing there right hollering at a joint ain't nothing for us, but we're standing there. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, if we go, hey, we got to go. Get her number. You feel me? Write it down. Holler her later. We got to roll. Because that's the other thing. If you come together, you usually ride in the same whip. When the bus leaves, you got to go. Or you got to go ride back.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of said that maybe he was going to ride with another boat. Okay. I mean, I, I think what friend leaves you without a phone and your keys? These are the questions I have, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying anyone did anything. I'm saying someone knows more than they're saying.
Oh, it has to be. They have
Right?
to. There's no
Right.
way you
Right.
don't.
Right.
You've been around people for long enough. You know
Mm-hmm.
their habits and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
everything.
Right.
Now, if you came around without your wallet and keys, I know you never have your wallet and keys. You don't know where stuff is.
I can't. Just people just exposing things. Your friends expose secret things about people in front of the world. That's what I don't know. I don't know. That's a question. But no, really. And even if you say, let's say, I did forget that your phone was here. But when I get back to where I get back to and see your phone and keys, I'm going to wonder
Where
what
you
you
are.
doing? Right. You come get your phone or keys. So there was a report that one of the friends called and reported him missing. Okay, so you report me missing. You have my phone and keys. You report me missing. You have my phone and keys. You report me missing. You have my phone and keys, but you didn't check to see if I was home.
Hello.
I mean, first thing, I'm gonna look for somebody home. So, again, it doesn't make sense, right? The girl he so-called was talking to said, well, he left me to go with his friends. His friend said he left us to go with the girl. These are two conflicting stories. I just want to. I think the fact that these type of things happen, not a lot, right? It's not like it's a regular occurrence, but it has happened quite a few times. You know, the internet started innovating and they start pulling up these the times where people where it's all white people and one black person are dead somehow, some way. And there's not many stories that I've seen. And I've seen about one dude did about 12. And there wasn't in any of them, no one was found to be at fault, negligible, or guilty. Like one, they said the boy drowned himself in 6 inches of water in the backyard. I mean, you know, you just do this and you're not drowning anymore. And I think it's very difficult to try to unalive yourself in 6 inches of water. I think your body can naturally make you get up.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm not sure, but I think at a certain point
they don't call it survival instincts for a reason.
Right.
I mean, for no reason.
But obviously, we don't have it because they believe that this could happen. So I know kids do dumb things, and kids get scared. So that's why I said I'm not saying anyone did anything necessarily. I'm just saying it's a lot going on for people to say these boys had nothing to do with it. You know, to say that matter of factly to me is strange. And when the accounts you're getting are from the people that are directly related to it, I don't know how relevant, how strong, how much do you believe the potential suspects on what happened? This is crazy. Like, next time, yeah, wait till 9:30 because
it's so good.
But yeah, how can you believe the people that may be the suspects and believe their story?
Okay.
That's interesting to me. You know, I don't know. And again, I don't think so what I'm seeing right now, I don't feel like his so-called friends are good friends. I do know that. I would stop calling them friends and call them maybe acquaintances.
Correct.
You know.
And deal with people according to.
Good.
According to them, how they treat you. Stop giving people more than, or expect from people more than what they are and what they've shown you they are. I'm sure this is not the first thing or red flag that has raised. I'm sure there was other, slights and things like that. And so when you see those things, you, even if you don't want to give them up as a quote unquote friend or associate, play them for who they are. You know who you can go to with what, when, and when to stop.
Well, I think the problem may be, I think we do have, we're going to use the word friends, but we have people that we put in certain positions, or friends that we are, like, this is my going out friends. This is my friend that go to the gym. This is my friends that I talk to more. So I think we do have people, acquaintances, whatever you want to call them, that we use for certain things, right? And in this case, maybe they were friends, more of acquaintances that were friendly. Because I heard a girl talking who said that, look, we all knew each other. We all hung out with each other. We all went to parties together. So we all were around each other. So we were friendly with each other. Like, hey, I know that person. I was at a party with them. We had some laughs and things of that nature. The problem comes up when you have things like this happen, and maybe sometimes your friendship is never really tested. Maybe this was the first time the friendship was tested. I did hear, so there was a video of an argument they were having, right?
You heard what?
I heard somebody shaking a cup or something is just really loud. I couldn't hear or whatever's being shaken.
Sorry, I forgot you can hear.
There was it looked like the young man was arguing with somebody on the beach, right? It looked like he was arguing with somebody on the beach. A girl who was there said that a group of black kids were arguing with the white kids, and there was a physical altercation. So now, I don't know how you have an altercation, argument on video, and then say there's no evidence of anything. Like there's no, like, we're going to just wrap this up. Like everything's okay. I would think we have to investigate what happened, what was arguing about, who was arguing, what was fighting. Because it could be, and this regulation is black and white, and maybe he kind of on the black side. Or what if he's on the white side? Either way, we have two groups of people that could be or know more about something due to maybe how he represented himself at that time of altercation. I don't know. I think we have to really be leery who we're around. Like you said, until we really go through something with somebody, like I said, know who they are. This is a going out friend, but I don't really lie on them like that. And, I don't know how well he knows people, but I'm not getting on a boat and going anywhere with anybody with people I really don't know like that. I'm just saying.
Say it again.
I'm not getting on a boat going with people I don't really know like that.
Yeah, but that's you.
Right. That's just an experience, because I guess if you just want to get there, you would go. But no, he had homies that were on another boat. I don't know. This is, I know, talk to parents about to everybody, because, it's just, everybody's affected. I mean, people are deleting their social media, turning their social media off.
Yeah, I think I'm at that point because this stuff is wearing on me. And the problem is a part of my regular feed, but I also don't want to be that person that head is in the sand.
Hey, Mr. Burrell, I wanted to ask if, can you pick us up around 7 if you can? you.
I don't know. Sorry, got a call. I don't know. I think we do have to talk to our kids about these type of things. You know.
Yeah, that's a must because I saw the gentleman, the dad of a young African American boy, like plead to the public to start the conversation that we have to talk to our kids about how to interact with people, and that includes the police, because his son was walking and had a hood up on a lightweight jacket, and the cops started following him because of it, and stopped him, grabbed him, and put him in the back of the police car, handcuffed him, put him in the back of the police car. Turns out the boy was only wearing a jacket with the hood up because he has severe eczema, and the sunlight irritates it and makes it worse. So even if you're doing nothing wrong, you can still be found guilty in certain people's eyes, or be seen as offensive or aggressive. And you have to learn how to maneuver those situations. Another instance where it was a black guy and his wife together on bikes, and another older white gentleman was riding. Somehow a argument ensued, and the white gentleman started getting louder and saying that, called her the N-word, and start talking about their children. And the black guy punched him. Unfortunately, the white guy fell off the bike, smacked his head, and died. So you have to learn that just because people say something, and the judge wound up saying to him, he should have called the cops. But we know the cops aren't going to do anything. But
shoot him.
Exactly. But that's a situation where we have to stay control of ourselves and not always react the same way someone else may react, because it's a lot more detrimental for us.
And, it's tough. I think, and this one goes back to understanding and coming from kind of the same situations. I can't speak for anybody else. Being Black has its own, it comes with a lot. And we carry a lot around from day to day, microaggressions, looks. Like I said, you can't walk with a hood on because you have to explain why you're walking with a hood on. That doesn't happen a lot to others. Not saying it doesn't happen at all. I think things do happen. But I'm saying, again, we're talking about the majority of these things happen to people that look like us. And they love to scream per capita. Per capita, Black people are stopped way more than anybody else. We're almost not allotted the same freedoms of movement that everyone else is. The first case you cited, where the young man was walking, he never said a word. All he did was walk. And the cop put his hands on him because across the street, you almost hit by the car now, I'm detaining you. I think that's a misappropriation of his authority. Right? I think that's to be looked into, because what they're trying to do, I believe, is that young man would have pulled away. The young man would have said something. That could have turned up very bad. Right? So they're creating situations in an effort to get us to act almost, if someone grabs you, it's almost normal to pull away. They're trying to set these situations up so that they can go hands on or do what they want to us, because they already know if you kill somebody of color, for the most part, you get away with it. More often than not, you're getting away with it. And people will defend it to, I mean, George Floyd, someone kneel on his neck, and still talking about fentanyl killed him. Well, fentanyl with a combination of knee to your neck where you can't breathe, yeah, definitely gonna kill you. And I'm not gonna say it's fentanyl. I'm not gonna say it's high blood pressure. I'm not saying any of that. Because after the knee, he will still be out there fentanyl. Right? So, and in a lot of these cases, you see the automatic defense of some people. You know, no matter what they do, it's almost a defense for them.
I was in a certain group,
Mhm.
and it just so happened that I think it was me and maybe 3 other African American people in the group, and an icebreaker was, what time in history would you like to go back to? And for some reason, that question set me off. Like, I didn't even participate in it. And people are saying the 1920s, you know, and the reason why is because that's the woman's renaissance. And I'm like, so many other things.
This was specific to America?
No, you could go.
Time period?
You can go. No, it was in America. You could go anywhere, but people kept saying everybody's answer landed in America.
Wow. We gotta go back to Adam and Eve when black people were here. Before that happened, thing with the Eve messing everything up. So, I don't want to eat apple no more. See the guilt in Leanne's face right now?
No guilt.
She comes from a lineage of apple eaters. But yeah, that made you upset, and it should. I think a lot of things they do are disrespectful, and I never really thought about it until my daughter had she had something that's been said to do like about where you're from.
Yeah.
Right, and it's like that's disrespectful because, you know, most descendants of slaves can't really say exactly where we're from. Right, and if you say Africa, that means you're just really just not smart, because Africa is, you know, full of different countries. So, you know, that stuff made me very upset. So I put on there a bunch of stuff about slavery and killing, and they were like, oh, okay, well, we're never going to do this again. You know, I gave what they wanted, and then they really didn't want what they, you know, because I think it's very disrespectful to.
It's so tone deaf. Some of the times, it's like, come on.
Right. You know, what's a traditional dish from, you know, your nationality, whatever the case may be. So should I get chitlins, you know, whatever slave food was, that should I? So it's very interesting. And it said it is very tone deaf, and I think it doesn't. But I think it's on purpose. I definitely think that. I definitely think that it was something that's done on purpose. What's going on over there?
I'm uncertain.
Okay.
Oh
Good.
no, I figured out why. What was going on over here?
Okay. So let's change topics real fast. So back in 2018, a New Jersey man was sent to the store by his wife. When he came home, she saw the orange juice he had she's like, that's way too much for orange juice. $6 orange juice, take that back. He goes back, gets some money for the orange juice. He buys two Powerball tickets. So one of the tickets is for $315 million. So people started talking, what would you do in that case? How much do you owe? Now, marriage is going to bust it down regardless, right? You don't get some of that. But say you're dating. You send your boyfriend to the store, you give him the money, you send him to the store to get orange juice, coming back, go back, get the orange juice, goes back, gets change from the orange juice and the money that you sent him with. Buys 2 Powerballs. So really buying Powerballs with your money, win $315 million. How much do you think you owe the other person? Or do you owe anything at all?
I say the only thing I'm owed is the money for the ticket.
So
other than that, technically he doesn't owe me anything.
Yeah, I wonder. Because you use my money.
What does that mean?
It's my money. I sent you to the store.
Yeah, but it was my decision to get the
Right,
Powerball.
I hear you. So if you were a DoorDash and they told you, like, say it's tax, and they said go back to the store and get it, and you took that change and bought 2 Powerball tickets, and before you come to me and you win this money, I think that you may owe me something. I think that's my money.
No, I don't see it that way.
I know you don't. Most people don't, but I think it would be. I wish we had someone to answer that question. I wonder because that's not your money. You're buying the ticket with stolen money at that point, right? That money wasn't approved for that usage. But all right, so you come home, you don't want $315 with your man's money. How much you give him? You say you're gonna give him $3 for the ticket.
What?
You said you're gonna give him $3 for the ticket.
I'm going to give him $3 for the ticket?
Yeah.
If I did it?
Yeah. So say your man sent you to the store.
I know why you asked me that question.
I don't.
I know.
I really don't.
Because I'm so generous, I'm going to break them off.
I don't think you should.
Yeah, but I don't think I have to. I don't have to. I don't owe you, but I will do it.
It's so interesting because you use my money.
And I gave you your money back.
Very interesting. I don't know. I don't think you want to break them off.
That's like you gave me $3 and say, here. I said, let me borrow $3.
That's different. Because you borrow. It's not me giving you money for something and you using the money that I gave you to do these tickets and not do what I said you to do. Totally different.
No.
It's totally different. Borrowing money and using my money for something I didn't say to use it for, 2 different things. So I definitely think that you might want to, $350 million, I mean, you could break them off.
Of course. But again, I'm not expecting anything.
Shit. Expect your house to be burned down every time it's rebuilt.
Yeah, no, I'm not expecting it. I mean, it is what it is.
Okay. I do agree. I need to figure out what was going on in the relationship. If the relationship wasn't really going that well, it's going to leave, you know what I mean? Because it really wasn't going that well. I feel like we're better apart. You know, sometimes you have to break up. And when you have 315 million reasons why, there's a lot of reasons why I leave. Like, it's a lot of problems in this relationship. I'm going to go ahead and go. Yeah, like if I like, I might give you 50,000. A lot more than you had. No, that's very interesting, and it's a great situation to be in. But I think I would give you, even if you gave me 15 million, that's still way more. That's enough for them to live off of. Be good. Now the question is, does your side want to get anything? Because she's been keeping a relationship afloat for a long time. You know what I mean? 15 million. Yeah, it's tough. Hey, no, you only allowed. No, you only allowed. I'll watch something. Do you think if you were in a serious relationship that you would know if your partner was cheating?
What did you say?
If you were, you were in a serious relationship for a couple of years,
Mm-hmm.
do you think you could recognize if your partner started cheating, and how quickly do you think you would recognize the signs?
No.
I don't believe that to be true.
What you say?
Only reason I don't know if I believe that to be true. I think sometimes we feel when people change. I think with cheating, you kind of feel that something different is happening, right? And that's why I said, how quick do you recognize? Because you recognize change in a person. Because I don't know which one. If you're cheating, there's a change.
Cheating is what?
If you're cheating, there's a change in your behaviors, right? Because so I think we notice a change. I don't know if we.
Oh, you know what? I take that back.
Right. Go ahead.
Because I knew it immediately.
Mm-hmm. Now, how long does it take you to really realize to put some motion or action is the question.
Oh, immediately.
Oh, yeah, immediately. Okay. I think a lot of times what people do is they'll feel these things and you don't want to believe it. So you'll be like, nah, I really not. We'll shake it off, knowing that there's something going on, but not fully, we don't want to know these things. I know men, not all men, but we don't want to see it anyway, so we're just going to ignore it. You don't want to believe it and hurt your pride too much. But I do think that we notice a difference in a person. Some girl like, you're acting different. I'm like, no, I'm not. Damn, she's a genius. She's clairvoyant. Is she a mind reader? Like, you start to know, like, people will notice you change. And not that I'm cheating because I wasn't in a serious relationship, but they just know I was doing something different or someone different. They knew every time. It was amazing. She may be a detective, but they never would go all the way. You tell them something like, no, I'm not doing anything. They would just say, okay. You're giving them what they want to hear. So what you said, so with you, what happened? What was the sign? What happened, if you remember?
Well, first off, this person was stupid.
Let's start there.
Just they were moving different,
Mm-hmm.
Lying for no reason.
Out on the moon. No, he wasn't on the moon. No, he was. No, he weren't.
And then, like, the biggest lie was, oh, I was somewhere, but I had to be there. And, you know, I fell asleep, and that's how, but I slept on the couch.
Oh, I fell asleep on the couch.
And then all of a sudden, I start getting text messages.
That's a telltale. That's a telltale sign.
You gotta go.
So, but it took the text messages to really push it over the top. That's what I'm hearing.
It solidified it. I was already halfway out the door after the you lying for no reason.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Mm-hmm. And it's interesting because, and have you been a phone checker? Like, have you checked my phone, go through things?
No.
Never.
What? I don't. That's not my style. To me, for what? If I got to do all that, no.
So you're following anybody? Did you ever follow anyone?
Have I ever followed anyone?
Yeah, like to see where they were going.
Where they were going?
Yeah, like follow the car to see if they were going to the side of the house. Yes. Have you followed them?
No. That's
have you hidden bushes? Have you hidden bushes?
No.
Very interesting. Have you checked their pockets for numbers?
No.
Have you looked at their phone when you're walking by like this real slow?
No. I'm not a suspicious person off rip.
But when you start getting suspicious,
you basically have to tell me. What you say?
When you start getting suspicious, like you said that he was like spending the night out, he's doing this weird stuff, lying. I feel like he's lies. Do you start to now investigate and look for things, or
no?
Okay.
Everything I know comes from you, or what materialize comes from the other person. Like, I'm confronted with it. I'm not going looking for anything, even once I have an inkling.
Like his phone,
because the truth is going to come out eventually.
Like when his phone is open on the table and you look at it, oh, look at that.
No.
Judy. No. Okay.
No.
Okay. Because I know I was watching the thing with Big Tigger and his soon-to-be ex-wife. I guess he had his phone. He's trying to wrestle his phone away from her. And I'm wondering what made me feel like he could just like why did he have to go to those lengths to get the phone back? You know what made him feel like I don't want to wrestle anybody. You get sore the next day. Like who got time for that? And I think it's always better to lie about stuff on the phone and fight with the phone. You can lie. I don't know who that is. Somebody just texted me and I was playing along with it. Role play. I don't know the person. But baby pleases is always easier to baby please, buy flowers, try to do those things than to put yourself in a position to now be locked up.
I hear you. And I took that stance first. And I'm not about to give any excuses or anything to the contrary. However, I will say people get emotional for the dumbest reasons and some of the simplest reasons.
This is true.
And they don't handle their emotions and reactions well. And the fact that they're already having a divorce, we don't know exactly what took place before this or what had been carrying on up to this. This could have been the last straw. Like, I'm sick of you. Give me my stuff. This is your way of trying to control me or control a situation or be nosy. And that's not what I want. What I want is my phone, my privacy, my things.
Right.
And I want it now, and I'm going to get it how I want to get it.
Right. No, it could be, and like you said, the lack of conflict resolution has you there. You know, so you might want to say, look, keep the phone on me anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? All the stuff in the cloud, I believe, you know, I don't know if it's cloud, but most stuff is usually backed up in the cloud. So I'm not going to lose the pictures of my sides going shaking or, you know, taking a draw for me. I'm going to have all that in the cloud. So I'm good. So, and
unless you're like me and ran out of cloud space.
Damn. Well, then you just got to get new ones. You know, you just got to get new ones. Because if this doesn't help, I think you now removed from work. You got to give statements. Whole life stuff ended because
his decision again, just like the other guy that hit the old man. Your decision and your inability to control yourself and your emotion got you into a situation that was avoidable.
Right, a way bigger.
Absolutely.
And now that guy. He got to do 3 years, I think.
Yeah.
So you're 3 years away from your family. I don't have kids. You're losing your job. You're starting all over. So whatever you had, you're actually.
But I do think. Good.
You're putting more on your wife or girlfriend because y'all can get together. The income that you were bringing in is now gone. So the house, the lifestyle she has might be gone. You know.
Yeah. I do think Tigger's ex-wife or soon-to-be ex-wife was absolutely wrong. Her behavior was absolutely over the top and not necessary, and it just uncalled for.
But the
very uncalled for.
Like you said, the problem is 2 wrongs end up in jail. That's her wrong, his wrong, and now we have jail.
Yep.
Right? When he should have just let her have the phone. Now, what's in the phone? That's the question. What is in your phone? There's something that you don't want anybody to see that you're willing to fight for. Something.
He could have his personal parts in the phone. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
She's seen that already.
Yeah, but she could be spiteful now and put it on blast.
She already got that in her phone. He didn't send it to her already.
Whatever
you know what? Phone is those salacious that he didn't want out. Now, I do know that she, the wife alleged that he was sleeping with his co-host. And the co-host did file a defamation lawsuit. So I'm wondering, maybe he does have pictures of his co-host doing some things which would automatically make that defamation lawsuit go away. And since they work together, these companies, some of them have this, no fraternization policy, which means you guys can't fraternize to lose your job because of that. So it's also that part, right? That it could be that. But either way, now you're in jail. You might lose your job. You're losing your livelihood. You're getting a divorce, but you're definitely putting yourself in a position that you don't want to be in, that you don't need to be in. That doesn't make sense. And someone was saying back in the day, you could do that. You arrest for your phone and things of that nature. But today, we know better. We know that, it could hurt someone. She's screaming and yelling, and it's on film. When people see that, it definitely invokes another emotion. You know what I mean? So that's like you kind of said, it's even if it's being extra, it's playing into it. Well, you're playing into it as well by doing what you're doing.
Exactly. And and the fact that you knew you were being recorded should have made you check yourself as well.
Right. And I
Like
wonder if you got
even
the
if
phone.
you feel like you weren't doing something wrong and it was
Right,
your
right.
phone, still public opinion matters, especially with the job that you have.
Right. Right. Public opinion is really, really, really loud, and it can get you taken off the air or kept on the air. And I don't know if he ever got his phone back. They stopped it. I think they stopped it. So he did all that and didn't get his phone and went to jail. It's not a good practice. This is not good. Not where we're at. But I guess whatever's in the phone, he got to keep in the phone. Because you said I'm going to go to jail. Oh, what's in this phone? What's in this phone? Nobody see. I just went on my phone and deleted his phone. I'm like, how you got it? you got to find my phone app and go on another phone and I can delete the whole phone. Okay. Delete everything on the phone. But I'd rather have nothing than I'd be more pictures. But whatever on the phone is not coming out. Just gonna right in the middle of the broadcast.
I'm sorry, the song is stuck in my head right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I have to deal with. What's up with your poetry, man? Have you did anything lately?
I haven't been writing lately. What I've been doing is trying to memorize a certain poem.
Okay. It's a new one, old one, what?
It's an old one that I have revamped.
Okay.
Remix. Because I plan on participating in an open mic tomorrow.
Oh, really?
And I have
hole in the wall time, huh?
Yeah, but I have looked at some other venues that I want to hit this month because I see a lot of posters being sent out and a lot of Eventbrite situations that I want to jump into.
Okay, well, that's cool.
I'm really sorry.
Cool. No, that's good that you're going to get back into it, get out there, start performing more.
Yeah.
Letting the world know what time it is.
Yeah, unfortunately, I believe one is on a Friday and the other is on a Saturday right behind it. But I don't necessarily know that I'm going to do them because I forgot. I got to look up the venue for one of them. I think I've been to that venue and don't like it, so I might not go. So I just got to look up to the venue.
You go to the hole in the wall, but you don't like it.
It's another hole in the wall. What are we talking about?
Well, one hole in the wall, you see them all.
Nah.
No, discriminators. Very interesting, I see.
What I am sad about is I wanted to go to the New York Poetry Festival, but I'm not going to make it this year.
Why is that?
Just because I didn't line up my time off. I didn't do enough research as to where and how to get there.
It's still a week. It's still a week, sorry. It's still a week.
I think it starts on Friday. And it goes through Sunday.
Pretty sure you don't work Friday. 3. Okay.
I do work Fridays.
After 3, I said, I don't know why people just want to get attitudes for no reason. I said after 3.
I don't know. Maybe I'll still go, but I'm nervous because I don't know about New York. I don't know how to get around in New York. So
let's go. What day is it? You said what the date? Find a date. We can all go. Make a trip.
I'll find a date.
Yeah, we make a trip. We'll go out there and hang out. That'll be good. Maybe we can do some live streaming from there too, so people can they can see what's going on. So that'd be cool. That's definitely cool. I wouldn't mind doing that. And then maybe we can invite some of the group out, nothing but group. Maybe they can come out and do something. They don't ever come out. They're boring.
What?
maybe we can invite some of the people from the group out. But then I said they never come out. They're boring.
Maybe we can invite some people from
The group, the Nothing But Answers Facebook group.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
But they're boring.
Okay.
The L boring. I mean, we just have the Vaughn. What's on the Vaughn? I know his work schedule changed. But maybe we get him back out here. I need that energy, you know what I mean? And Miss Star, hopefully she come back soon. She's been performing a lot. I hope Doc as well too. Shout out to Doc. Hope Doc as well.
What up, Doc?
And healing up, from her accident. I mean, that's really it for tonight. You know what I mean? We will be back next week at the same time. Leanne's going to do a dance for us next week. She has something prepared. So we're going to wait for that. It's her and Boogie are doing a dance. It's interesting.
Y'all can meet Boogie, but ain't nobody dancing. And Boogie might be getting a brother or sister next year. So stay tuned for that. Yeah. We're gonna have a new addition to the family to introduce.
You know how people don't do anything they're supposed to do, but they want to do something that they shouldn't do. I'm not talking about anybody in specific, but people just.
You know how people always think they know what's best for you, but they really don't. They just like to put their baggage on you.
Or do you know people who really know what's best for you? You don't know what's best for you?
Do you know people who are just very I don't know, but people who are pig-headed and just think that their way is always the right way.
Yes, I do.
And everybody should do what they say do.
I do. I know people like that. And then what happens is they always come around to do what you said they should have did in the beginning. Yes. So I know people that you explained. You explained like perfectly. Like you explained almost like through experience. Know this person very well. Like I see this person every day. You really said it like it came from all the experience. And
I know, because you look in the mirror every day.
You do look in the mirror every day, and you understand. And then usually what happens, ladies and gentlemen, Leanne will and do the thing that she was told to do in the beginning. I'm not even thinking told her. We have a wise, almost sage-like person who really gives her tip-top tips on things, right? It's almost like they just coach. But the problem with being a coach is that sometimes the players don't listen to the coach, and then they don't win the championship. And then they come back and you coach them, then they win the championship. So it's okay. It's all right. But hey, look, we're still growing. The Facebook group is definitely growing. I see more and more people creeping in, which is good. The questions are coming. The Discord is coming. I love the comments. I think one was talking about how people just stop. Like you ever knew someone or you're dating, everything was good, and they just stop talking to you all of a sudden. They ghosted you, and a couple people had that experience. But as always, with the knowledge I have in most situations, and the question, they're like, well, what happened? Why did the person do that? Why did they stop talking to you? Why did they ghost you? And I think because they died. So they're real.
All right, have a good night, y'all.
They're
Please,
Hey, people need to know that when people just disappear, they might
follow
or
us
they might
on
have been-
Facebook.
Hey, they might have been in a bad car accident,
Subscribe and comment on YouTube.
and they're in the hospital.
Also,
and they can't
follow
talk.
us on TikTok,
Yeah,
Instagram.
they're in the hospital. They
Do
can't talk.
your thing.
You're not
Nothing
ghosts.
but answer, family.
They're not ghosts.
Check back in with us next Friday at 8 o'clock.
Just know that.
Thank
they're
you
not
all
ghosts.
for rocking out with us tonight, and we appreciate
Just
you.
know you have to.
Want y'all to know we out of here.
They got in a car accident.
Bye.